I think I've got my work cut out for me this time.
The chief seemed genuinely worried for the fate of the Veil. Now's your time to shine, Sir Soulguard.
Yes! This is kinda exciting. This might be useful.
You folks in the habit of staring at strangers? What is it? Are you selling something? Find somewhere else to hawk your wares.
Are you by any chance Careena, the Wind Oracle? I'm Hina, the Alma Fire. And this is...
Val, the Soul Guard. Nice to meet you.
What's the convoy of alms want with me? No, let me guess. The chief sent you to convince me to do the wind dine, right?
Well, yeah, actually. In Tiania, we build a ceremonial bonfire to celebrate the fairy's arrival. Longren has different traditions, though, right?
The chief thinks sending outsiders to do his dirty work is gonna make me budge. Well, he's got another thing coming. Nope, never again.
But if the fairy doesn't come, no one can be named the Alm of Wind. For the sake of Longren and the rest of the world, would you please consider performing the wind dyeing ceremony?
When someone asks a stranger for a favor, usually they have something to offer in exchange. I'll tell you what, you can find Shiriu for me. I've looked all over town already, and I gotta get off my feet for a bit.
Shiriu? I'm guessing they're a friend of yours. What do they look like?
He's dreamy, about the same age as me. Got a nice smile.
Oh, someone kinda like Val then?
Spare me, he's nowhere near as wimpy as this guy.
Gee, thanks. Well, Hina, sounds like we have a missing person to find. If Careena's already looked in town, let's try the outskirts. Yes! Grizzly! Let me see, is this? Got some syrup. This is kinda exciting. This might be useful. Yes! This is kinda exciting. A rare item! Yes! I'll take you all on! Take this! You're mine! Come at me! One left! I guess this means I've improved.
I'll back you up.
Easy! This should be the last of them. Come at me!
Thank you, mighty Soulguard.
Taking this?
Here they come!
Come at me! Taking
Sure
this.
made quick work of them. Hello there. Shiriu, I presume?
That's me. And you are?
Val, the Soul Guard. And this is Hina, the Alma Fire.
Oh, Val, Hina. Lovely to meet you. I'm Shiriu, a historian and keeper of tales from the Vale.
What are you doing so far outside of Longren?
Calibrating windmills, actually. The wind's been hard to predict lately, which might be a side effect of having no alm yet.
Speaking of alms, Careena said she'd help call the fairy with some wind dying if we found you for her.
She did, huh? I guess she came around to the idea after all.
Is the dyeing process hard or something?
Not particularly. As long as you know the steps, that is. You just capture the breeze with the cloth to bring out the colored dye. The issue is that the fairy won't come for just any old round of wind dyeing. Careena has the most skill in Longren, so she has the best chance of summoning her.
Then why is she so averse to helping?
Because Careena wants... She wants to be chosen as the Alm, and all she's ever heard from the rest of the Vale is that she's wrong for the job. And yet, they keep asking her to help with the wind dyeing. It wouldn't surprise me if the fairy was staying away on purpose to avoid these hypocrites.
But why would Careena be a bad choice of Alm?
Did she pick a fight with the elemental or something?
That's a good one. But nothing that scandalous, I promise. But it's complicated. Too complicated to bother you both with right now. Besides, I know Careena wants the Vale to prosper, just like everyone else. And it looks like your arrival might have been enough to give her that push. Anyway, I'll head back to the Vale for now. See you there. And thank you.
One left! Just what I need! Appreciate it! The manly!
He sure made quick work of them.
Taking this? Yes!
I told you, the more you yell at me, the less I want to have anything to do with the wind dying.
Now you're just being stubborn. Didn't you hear that the convoy from Tiania has already arrived?
We can't keep wasting the Alm's time with your selfishness. You're putting the whole Vale in danger with your temper tantrum.
If you want to meet the fairy so bad, then you do the ceremony. Why does it always have to be me, anyway? It's not like I have a chance at becoming the Alm. Y'all made that abundantly clear. You think I'll just go along and do all the hard work for nothing?
Pouting about it won't help your case, you know.
I'm not pouting. I'm angry. After all, I just wanted to be the Alm and see the world.
Honey, we know it's hard for you to accept, but it's been years since anyone in our family has been considered worthy of Alm status.
Sure, your affinity to the wind element meant you had a good chance at the gig. But after what you did in the sanctum?
Fine. Criticize me all you want, but I don't regret my actions one bit, so stop lecturing me.
How irresponsible. The other wind oracles don't cause their parents this much trouble.
But if we don't push her, the fairy might not visit Longren at all. Maybe Shiriu can talk some sense into her.
This is kind of exciting. This might be useful. This might be useful. Got some syrup. Grizzly!
Aha! There you are! Thanks for finding Shiriu for me.
No sweat. So you'll perform the wind dyeing ceremony now?
Did I say that? Next time, get it in writing. Besides, I have some stuff to talk to Shiriu about. Bye-bye.
Hang on. I thought you wanted a favor for a favor. We gotta call the ferry to Longren before it's too late.
Careena, don't forget. There's that old saying about the disaster that could befall our tribe if an alm isn't chosen. The wind will rage, and the winged fall flightless.
We're too old for fairy tales, Shiriu. Besides, the wind is always blowing here, and it's not like we dragon folk use our wings to fly in the first place.
Maybe the proverb isn't meant for dragonfolk. Ramco has wings too, you know?
Fine. But I don't have to be the one to do it. No one in town even cares who does the wind dyeing, and I wouldn't do it even if they begged. Why bother? It's not like the fairy would ever pick me to be the alm anyway.
I have an idea. Val, why don't you do the wind dyeing instead?
Me?
Anyone is allowed to use the technique. And besides, it never hurts to have a breath of fresh air to try and bend the winds of fate.
The chief said something similar, now that you mention it.
Good luck, you'll need it. I think I'll just stay here with Shiriu if it's all the same to you.
You two do make a cute couple.
Yeah. Look, the dyeing stall is up a ways over there. Just give it a go.
Okay, it's up to me to perform the ceremony and call the fairy. Here goes nothing.
If it doesn't work for you, let me have a go.
All right, we'll take turns.